Hey guys, in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to achieve this text animation. So this was basically done with After Delay and Smart Animate. I also use components and also the variants to achieve this. So I'll be taking you through the step of how I was able to achieve this. So let's dive into the video. So the first thing we're going to do, because in the last tutorial I in the last tutorial I made a video on how to create this mesh gradient background with blob. So if you have not watched that one, I'm going to put a link for you to watch how I was able to come up with this background. So we already have this background, so we're going to um, lock it so that it's not going to move. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to write a text. It can be any text of your choice. You write your first text and your second text. You can use any word of your choice. So we're going to get a rectangle and drag it on top of the first text. We're going to do the same for the second. So the main purpose of this is for us to max it. So you'll be seeing why I'm doing this, why I'm using the rectangle to cover the text. As we go on in the tutorial, you'll know why I'm doing that. So if you check by the side of this place, you're going to see um, different elements of this particular design. So I'm going to drag this rectangle under um, the first text, which is a class C. So the rectangle has to be under the text. So I'll drag the second one to be under the babies. So I basically want the rectangle to be behind the text. So that's why I'm doing this. So right now I'm going to group them. So right now I'm going to max it. So I will select the two, then click on the max icon of Figma. This is the max icon of Figma to max it. So as we go on, you know why I'm maxing the text. So I will do the same for the second one. So I'll click on this and also click on this to max it. So the main reason why we're maxing this text is so that this can be able to the text can be able to hide behind the rectangle. So that's the reason why we're maxing it. Next thing I'm going to do right now is to create a component with this text. So how I'm going to create that component is that I'm going to select the two text. So I'll click on this, hold down my shift and click on this to select the two text. Then I'll click on the component icon to create components of these two. So I'll basically click on this. So I will just drag this outside. So you can see that since I I made these two text a component, you can see the word component one on top of this. So I will rename this. So what I'm going to do, I can double click on this to rename. So I'll just name this text animation. So I'm just going to, so I'll be able to identify it in my assets. So as we go on, you understand what I mean by that. So since we have this as a component, we'll right click and make a variant out of this. So we want three of this. So what I basically did to add the variant was that I right clicked and went to main components, click on this arrow and click on the add variant. So I want this to be three, so I'll click on this plus button to make it three. So the first one, what I'm going to do with the first one is that I'm going to hide the text behind if you remember the rectangle we created, I'm going to hide the text behind the rectangle. So don't worry, be with me, you understand why I'm doing this. So I'll do for this second one, I'll just hide the second text behind the rectangle. So right now we're going to do our prototype. So what we're going to do, we're going to use After Delay and after delay we'll use smart animate, and we're going to use ease in and out. So we're going to do the same for this second one. So we're going to use after delay, and we're going to use smart animate, and we're also going to use ease in and out. So we're going to move this back up to the first one. After delay, ease in and out. Since we have created our animation, our prototype rather, so we're going to go to our asset. So by the time we go to our asset, we're going to look for our components. So please don't mind this, I created a lot, so let me close all these things so that you won't be confused. So if you check here, you see the name that we'll give to our component, text animate. So we'll drag this and we'll keep it inside the frame. We got this section from the asset part. This is the asset part, so click and drag. So I'm basically going to keep it at the center. So let me go back to my design, click on this. I want to align it to the center. Please, if you don't understand, if you have any question, please feel free to comment below. So let me play this design, let me preview this design to see the outcome. So now we have played the design, and this is what we have. So this is our test animation. So we can even, because if you notice now the background, if you want to know how we're able to do this background, you can check out my other video. So our main focus in this tutorial is the text.